Hello, my loves. 31 days of Hecate. We're going to be doing 2 days in one. This is a message from her, and it's a two-part message. It is geared towards women, but she does work with some men. So she's also saying for the men that work with her, you need to tune into this as well. A big thing is that you need to be getting deeper into protective energy work for women. So for us as well, we need to be focusing on protective rituals, magic, and work for us. For the men, you need to be doing deep protection work around the women in your life and women as a collective whole. And more importantly, for divine feminine energy. Because here's the thing. I'm just going to read what she said to me, because if I go off, we'll be here forever. So, men in power will try to attack or control through magic or their own energy, some without meaning to. Basically, there are some men who, without understanding how they're using their power, using their energy, they will still try and control you and not realize how powerful the magic that they have inside of them is and how that is affecting you. You must get physically stronger for those who are able, she said, because she knows there are some who are physically disabled and cannot. But more importantly, you have to get mentally strong, okay? And then she said they will use religion against you, and no faith should tell women they are less than men. They are equal and stand side by side. We've seen this before, though, as far as them using religion to suppress women and feminine energy itself in every single way, right? To make it seem that men are above and women are below, right? Or women are a part of men, or women owe men simply for their existence, right? That women owe men simply for their existence. And of course, that's not true. So, but we also know that they are continuously trying to say that. And currently, there is a huge push against misogyny, toxic masculinity. It's been happening, but it's reaching a fevered pitch right now, to the point to where that is why I think Hecate came through with this message, because she's like, it's like their last ditch effort to hold on to their power as much as possible. So they are going to do everything possible to control the true power on the spirit, on every realm, spiritual realm, physical, which is women and which is feminine energy, right? Because feminine energy is the connection between the spiritual and the physical realm. If you control that, you control everything. You control a lot if you control that. So that is what they are continuously trying to do, is to keep that power, is to keep that control. The problem for them is the more women are educating themselves, the more women are speaking up and speaking out and speaking up for themselves, the more power they are losing. We see it in South Korea, where the women are saying we are not having children anymore. We're not even being in relationships anymore right now, because we deserve better. And until we get better, until we receive better, we are not having children. So literally South Korea is like dying out. Their birth rate is 0.7 or something like that. It's ridiculously low. And because of that, though, you are also seeing an increased violence against women, an increased hatred, disdain against women. And I'm not saying just physical violence, violence on all levels against women, in an attempt to control and get that power back, right? So one thing she said, they will use love and binding rituals to hold women as well, which we've also been seeing that for a while. Things that she said that you need to be doing: do cord cutting rituals for yourself. If you know a specific person, like if I said that and you instantly thought of somebody, that's who you need to do the other candle for. If you don't, what I did the last time I did a cord cutting ritual, the other candle, I literally wrote underneath it, for all those I give my energy to, I call it back. So, because a lot of times when we give our energy, give our power to different people, we don't even realize that we're doing it. But we have, and so you're calling that power back. So do cord cutting rituals for yourself. Spiritual herbal baths are weekly. She says you need to be doing that every single week. I have some that I sell in my shop, but you can make them yourself. I did a video a while back on different herbs that you can use for that. And you can create it yourself. But spiritual herbal bath, she says you need to be doing that every single week. Womb works, your sacral and your root chakra, everything in this area here, you need to be doing work on. Oh, my nephew's awake. I'm gonna have to feed him soon because my sister's not here right now. Okay, I'm gonna be quick. So you have to be doing that. You have to be working on that. Do movement as well, movement exercises to work that energy through. That's partly where the spiritual herbal baths come in, as far as cleansing out, because particularly with the womb work, some of y'all, and this is for those who work with their ancestors specifically, part of the womb work is you breaking female ancestral trauma. So that is why it's really necessary to focus on that as well. But honestly, womb work can also be for men, as that crosses genders. It's just this area itself that needs work, because that's where a lot of our trauma and everything is trapped. Okay, second part of the message before he really starts crying. Second part of the message. Always, 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 always do your divination work before a ritual. Please. And by that, I mean sitting in silence and then asking your guides, before I do this ritual, what should I focus on? Your ritual should really be, there's always a general, yes, these are the ingredients, yes, these are some of the words, but how can you make it specific to you? What are you really looking for you? You need to be talking to your spirit team before you do any ritual and get into it, right? You need to be asking, is this even the right ritual that I should be doing, right? So you need to really be in constant communication. Yes, but I'm coming, with your spirit team before you do any ritual. So please, please remember that. Don't just like, oh, I heard about this ritual and it brings me money, so I want to do it. You can, but please check in with your team first. Check in with your spirit guides first before you do it, to make sure that it is something that is actually beneficial for you, or if they have an idea for a more beneficial ritual for you to do. Okay, so check in with them. So that's it. Okay, I gotta go and feed him, because in 2 seconds he's about to tell me, Auntie, why are you waiting so long to get my bottle ready? So, okay, I love you guys, and I will see you later.